Hello guys. I don't know how many people are gonna catch me on here because I did not post a video saying that, or any kind of what are they called, reminders or announcement saying that I was gonna go live, but I just decided I would pop on for a little while today and let you know that I am actually going to go live on Thursday with Eric. But hello, whoever just popped in. So this is definitely an impromptu. You didn't get a warning. I didn't tell you I'd be going live, but I decided to hop on. Hey Soleil, how you doing, girl? A real life friend, an IRL friend. Hey Michelle, you didn't miss anything. I literally just popped on here. Literally just popped on because I wanted to talk. I wanted to do it, but I was gonna get on here about an hour ago. And then I saw one of my way back in the day original YouTube folks that I have been watching since I started watching YouTube, trying to learn about natural hair. Her channel is called Cherish My Daughters, and she was doing her first live stream, and I was like, I gotta watch. So I ended up watching her for like an hour, and it was so much fun. If you've never seen her channel, it's called Cherish My Daughters. She has 4 or 5 girls. I'm sorry, Cherish My Daughter, I can't remember how many girls you have, and 1 boy. They homeschool. They're a black family, beautiful family. Their oldest 2 are done with school now. I think just the oldest 2 though. But yeah, I was watching her, so I ended up not doing a live stream and just watching her for a while. Hey, MP4G Child 07. Hey. So I just got done watching her, so I went in, took care of some stuff, and then came back out. I decided, well, I was sitting here on my patio to do the live stream. Hey, Cooling Winds. Yay, you caught me. This live stream was not advertised. I didn't tell you I was going to do one, but I just decided, I'm looking at me. Let me look there. Now I'm looking at you. You just followed her because you see she's locked now? Yes, she is. She's locked. She was locked before, then she cut them off, and then she started locking again. So they look really good. They're super cute. They're about like this length now. They really look cute on her. But yeah, I just decided to come on out here to the patio. You homeschool too? 8 years, that is awesome. Wow, you're my hero. You want to do locks, Chalet? You should. You should definitely do them. I think you would look great with locks. I think you would look awesome. Rahavia B is my friend Chalet, guys. You've had locks for 7 years, MP4 is what I'm going to call you. Okay, for short. And you just started locks, Michelle? Wow, y'all are like the lock crew. Well, listen, definitely check out Cherish My Daughters. She has, one of her daughters had locks for a while. She has a whole playlist on that journey. Pam, okay, I'll try to remember that. Pam is your name. Thank you for the head wrap, love, Gwendolyn Estrada. This is from Israel, actually. I got it in East Jerusalem, in the Muslim quarter. Actually, it's in the Old City, but the East side. Did I get it in the Old? Yes, I did. I got it in East. I got it in the Old City, in the Muslim quarter, on the Arab side of the Old City, but specifically the Muslim side. And it's really kind of stretchy. Let me see if you can get a close-up on it. It has like little sparkles on it, little razzle-dazzle. And my hair is up in a bun. It's like in a ponytail with 2 fat, chunky twists that I pinned up. And so I needed something to kind of make the sides lay down. So that's what I did. Thank you, Pam. I really just tied it in the back and then just twisted the ends and wrapped them around. My mom used to rock these kind of wraps back in the day, and I have memories as a kid of watching her kind of twist her headscarf and pin it in. I was little, so I remember looking up at her, watching her twisting it. Let me see, a comment disappeared. Yeah. You know who's good with head wraps, who I love watching? Hi 11 Phase 11, we were just both watching Cherish My Daughter. I was talking about her just a second ago. What was I saying? Y'all, you know my memory. Help it, Jesus. I forgot. Somebody remind me what I was saying, because I can't remember. I think I might have been asking this. How does the sound sound? I am on the patio. I'm using my headphones because y'all know my speaker on my phone, my mic on my phone is messed up. But I decided that I was going to sit out here. Eric is home now. He's back from the wedding that he went to, but he's working on a sermon in the living room, so I didn't want to disturb him. So I came outside to the patio. Thank you. Yes, Texas humidity. I do have on makeup though. I put on some makeup for church today. I don't wear tons though. I have a little bit of powder. I don't wear like cream foundations and stuff. So you can see the shine. That's my oily skin, and a little bit of powder. some MAC Studio Fix powder. Where'd my comments go? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Pam. I was saying I know someone who does wraps. And Chile, the sound is good to you? You don't get the background noise of the air conditioning units? Okay, great. A person who you can watch who does excellent wraps is Fusion of Cultures. She is amazing. She lives in London and she does incredible wraps. Yes, thank you, Gwendolyn. So, hey, princess, his princess. Okay, you can hear the background noise a little bit, but it's not bad. Okay, good. Y'all see that stick back there? That would be my kids doing. They gather sticks and then bring them in the house, and I'm like, get it out. And then they put it on the patio. But yeah, Fusion of Cultures is her YouTube channel. Y'all know her? Anybody know Fusion of Cultures? She has a really amazing channel. Her name is Layla Jean. She's gorgeous. Cooling Winds. No, girl, that's highlighting. That's what people pay for nowadays. Girl, that is my greasy face. I did highlight my eyebrows a bit, but all of this in here, all of this, that's what being oily gets you. Acne when you're 13 and not many wrinkles and shiny skin when you're 43. That's how that happens. But hey guys, I really was like, I wanted to do another live stream this week. I told them I would do one and I wanted to tell y'all when it would come, but I was out of town. You're gonna see a vlog coming up this weekend. It should be this weekend or sometime this week of us in Fort Worth. We went to visit the Hernandez family. I don't know if you remember, but they are our friends who we went to their quinceañera a few months ago. So they live in Fort Worth now, and we went to their house. It was super busy getting there, and so I didn't do the live stream. And then I thought, I want to do one today, but I don't know if I should tell them just a couple of hours in advance. So I didn't say that I was going to do one. And then I'm glad I didn't say a time because I ended up watching Cherish My Daughter, who you guys should definitely check out if you haven't yet. So I'm here now, and I'm going to chat with y'all for a while. I'm going to set myself a time limit. We'll see if I stick to it. I'm saying 30 minutes. I'm 7.5 minutes in. So I'm saying I'm going to go for 30 minutes today. But then let's see, the next one I do should be like Thursday, and I'll give y'all a heads up about that one, okay? And hopefully Eric will be with me on that one. I keep hitting a button instead of getting to see my comments. There we go. Okay, Pammy said, you remember them? That was so neat to experience with my family. Yeah, they are definitely really cool. And the quinceañera was beautiful. It was so nice. It was my first one, but what an amazing experience. So you'll see us vlogging them. They're an amazing family. They have 10 kids. They might be watching right now. Hi guys, if y'all are. They have 10 kids. Let's see, 6 girls and 4 boys. Mom and dad still look like they're like 25. I'm like, how do y'all do this? My kids are good friends with most of their kids. And so when we go over there, they just, yes, 2 quivers. We go over there and just hang out with them and have a good time. They are a really, really special family. It's been a huge blessing moving to Austin. We didn't know what would happen with relationships and friendships. You remember them? YT4, me 57. What can I call you? I'll just call you YT4, unless you tell me a different name. But when we were moving here, we didn't know, how it would be with them forming friendships and relationships. But this family they clicked really well. They ended up moving because Josh and Kalani would go over their house every couple of days during the week. But then they moved. They would go after school every day, but then they moved. So it was kind of like, ooh, and they talk pretty regularly, but it was great to go and visit them. So it was so nice. They have this gorgeous, gorgeous lake behind their house. So we got on a boat and went with them. Chile, did I pass you to get there? Lisa, okay. YT4, I will call you Lisa. And I will remember that now for other comments. But yeah, we drove and it was 3 hours or so. It wasn't bad. And then we got to go on the lake. And guys, I swam. You're north of Fort Worth, okay. I swam, I got in that lake. I had on a life jacket though, because that lake was like 40 feet deep. But I got in, just the fact that I was like, I'm gonna get off of this boat and get in this massive lake. My cheeks are hurting because I'm so proud of myself. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I did it. I couldn't see the bottom. It wasn't like getting in a pool where you can see, or like wading on the edge where you can see. I got off. The one thing I wouldn't do is I wouldn't just jump off the boat. I didn't do that, but I did climb down the ladder and then just kind of float back into the water, and it felt so good, y'all. It was like warm on top and kind of cold in the bottom. Thank you. It was a big step, Michelle. It was a big step because y'all, like 40 feet deep. That water was deep, but I did it. So I'm proud of myself. Hey, brown girl reading. Yes, you caught me. Yes, I was hoping it wasn't too late. So I'm so glad you caught me. Awesome. I'll be back on Thursday, but I haven't chosen a time yet. Brown girl reading always misses me, guys, because she's not on this continent. So it's hard for her. So I'm so glad you caught me. So this week, guess what's happening? I'm so excited. I have a friend. It's 11:30. Okay. Well, at least you caught me. Go whenever you have to, obviously. But I'm glad that you were able to get me. Totally relate, because you learn how to swim in your 40s, cooling winds. It's nice to hang in the water with everyone else. Yes, to not like sit on the boat and talk to them over the edge. I'm actually able to get in. But I don't know. I think I might have vlogged this person before. But you're working from home tomorrow, brown girl reading? Good. Okay. Awesome. Tomorrow afternoon, evening, one of our friends from Israel is coming to visit. I'm so excited. He is not Israeli, but he has been my colleague, or he had been my colleague while I was there. He taught the first grade class. They don't call it first grade there. They call it PY2. And so he taught the PY2 class while I was there my last 2 years. Yes, I'm so excited. He is coming. He, on their summer vacations, he goes and travels. I'm like, you better travel, boy, you better do it. So he has come to the States to visit some other friends. So now he was like, I'll be in Chicago. Where are you guys? I was like, Texas, Austin, Texas. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna come and visit you. And we were like, you understand, it's like you're at the top of the country and Austin is at the bottom. Texas is at the bottom. But when he comes to this continent, he like tries to hop around and see as many people as he can. So I'm super excited, y'all, because he is going to be here tomorrow. He's going to stay for a couple of days. Then later this week, my best friend's daughter is coming. Yes! Y'all will probably remember Calandra, my best friend, her daughter Jessica is coming. And she, you've seen her in previous videos, but she's going to be here and I'm just too excited. She's my girl. It's my girl, my big girl. Anyway, though, there was a comment that I need to look at, and y'all know, wait, though. I have my glasses, so I don't have to squint. Okay, Gwendolyn Estrada says, I took swimming lessons many years ago and did not do well. You have inspired me to try again as I am over 60 years young. Yes, try again. Definitely do it. You can do it. Listen, if I can do it and I have this fear or I've had this fear about it, you can do it. You remember Michelle, my best friend and family? Yes, Calandra, y'all. Calandra is like my blood. That is my best friend. And I am over 40 using the term best friend because that is what she is. She is my ace, everything. So she's got 3 kids and her daughter is going to be here. And then we will be heading to Atlanta for a family reunion. So we have a busy next 2 weeks. That's also a part of why I was concerned I might not get a live stream in, so I wanted to do one, but I do want to do one. I'll just do one while they're here and then while we're traveling. I'll do one this week and then I'll start vlogging and probably do one while we're traveling next week. You have a wonderful network of friends from your travels and life in Israel. That is so cool. Yes, I really do. I'm excited about it. You know what? YT4, I forgot what you told me. Did you say Kim? That's really lame of me. I'm sorry. Please remind me. Thank you, 11 Phase 11. This is Sunday morning eybrowage because they don't grow like that, girl. But I have learned how to do them. Lisa. You can remember Tanya. YT4 is Lisa. YT4 is Lisa. Okay, I'm gonna remember. Now let's see. Yes, and Lisa, I do have a wonderful network of friends from these travels. It's been such a huge blessing to get to know people in other countries. And also, actually, I've gotten to know some people from YouTube who have become friends of mine who I cannot wait to visit when I travel to other countries. I visited somebody in London a couple of years ago. I've just gotten a chance to visit different people, and it's been a treat in the States and outside of the States. Let's see, you learn how to swim your freshman year in college. That's good. Oh, you couldn't matriculate until you pass. Well, that'll do it, won't it? Sheila, you'll be in Austin over the weekend? Yes, we will be here. So call me, because my phone number is still the same, and I think that we were texting before. So I will definitely be here. Give me a call. Keep at it, Miss Gwendolyn. I've taken classes multiple times, but I was determined to conquer my fears. Happy about your bestie's daughter coming to visit. Thank you. And I agree with Cooling Winds. Keep at it, Miss Gwendolyn. Thank you, Miss Nivea Love. She says, don't know if it's because Hummy's home or you've been blessed by the Holy Spirit, but Tanya, your face is all fleek. Love you guys. Thank you, honey. This is Sunday. So when I was working at the after school center, for some reason, I wanted to put on makeup every day. I don't know, because when I taught second grade back in Jerusalem, I would wear makeup. I would at least try to put eyebrows on my face, but I didn't really know how to like do this with them, but I just try to put some on my face because, you know, otherwise I would like a Fraggle. I mean, I went from like my eyes to my hairline. But yeah, I just, at the after school center, I felt like, I don't know, maybe I just had some insecurities or discomforts. I don't know, but I would literally put on, you know what it was? Here's what it was. I learned how to do my eyebrows. Because to do the eyebrows, I need to do a little bit of highlight. Well, then to do the highlight, I need to put on at least my powder because I use a much lighter shade with the concealer for the highlight. And then I'm like, I don't want to have this like two-tone skin. So then that means I need to put on like the powder around my face because I'm not putting on any liquid or cream foundation. So I put powder around my face. Well, and after that, it's just an easy step to put on some eyeliner or mascara and lipstick. But I did start experimenting with blush, which you can't tell because my face is shiny and I'm outside. But thank you. Look, I did try to practice with this winged liner. I do not do a good job at that, but I'm trying to learn, y'all. What you think? I have my eyelids kind of overhang. See, they're not like they are not just straight. So because they overhang, it's hard to do a wing. Is that what it's called? Wing liner, wing tip, y'all? I don't know. But I tried to do it. Cat wing, what is it? Anyway, it doesn't work so well for me. I can see so much better now. But I decided I would try it, and I got this new eyeliner, which is working better for me. Thank you, I got it right today. I'll have to tell Eric y'all is saying hi. You can see the blush? Shall I? It's like a purple. Let me show you what I have on. Hold on, let me make sure the top is pulled up a bit. I have on this jacket because this is strapless and really was very cheap, so the top isn't made well. So I've had the jacket on. It is over 80 degrees. It's 95, 96 degrees out here. And I have this jacket on because I have on this dress. But look at this dress, y'all. I love this dress. Excuse my toes. Isn't this dress fun? I love it. Sorry, my hand is shaking. It's kind of hard to hold this phone and show you. So I put on purple blush because of that. And my purple, first I put on purple Instigator lipstick, and then I put Media on instead. So some of the Instigator was left. But thank you. I love this dress, but it is so bootleg, like put together. I literally have it pinned to a slip, and you can see the pin. So I have this jacket on. I love Maxis too. It's so cute. But this dress is gorgeous, but it's like polyester, so it's not breathing so well. But it's cute though. I've got to figure out a way to keep it up because, you know, I don't have a whole lot going on to help keep the dress up. So I have to try to figure out how to keep it attached to my slip or something. YouTube problems. What's that? The dress staying up or falling down. I can too. It looks more natural. A little goes a long way. Cooling Winds. What were you talking about? I'm sorry. I don't remember what I was saying at the time. Was it about the blush or what? Can't tell. But let me let y'all say hi to Eric. I'll ask him because he is working, so I don't want to disturb him. There goes the peeing tree. Y'all remember that vlog? With the bugs that were peeing on me? Oh, the blush. Okay, thank you, Cooling Winds. You need some cotton linen in your life. I do. Because this polyester dress and denim jacket, oh, although the denim is cotton, but let me see. Can we say hello to you? Oh, you're working on a sermon right now.
I took a break.
Let me show y'all this. Look at that.
Sometimes a man's got to play.
Sometimes a man's got to play, he says. They were saying hi to you, so I decided to come and say hello. Oh, there he is,
hey,
y'all.
How y'all doing? Hi.
Hi, Eric. Well, you can read it, so I don't have to read it for you. They were saying that, look at this comment. Oh, wait, no, I'll let you see the hi, Eric's.
Hey, hey, hi, hi. Hello, hi.
That's about the dress.
Oh, yeah, linen's terrible that
Because
way.
my dress is polyester, I think.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
It's cute, but it's hot. Oh, there's a monkey.
Hello.
That's Lisa. I remembered. See, I remembered. Happy Sunday, Tanya and Eric. Thank you, Linda. You love linen? I think linen is nice, but it does wrinkle. Now, Eric, you have to greet each of us individually, like in the last live stream.
I ain't doing all that.
The Q&A. No, she's talking about every time a new question would come up that I would read, you would say, hi, Linda.
I know, right?
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Lisa. Hi, everybody else. That was a lot of highs right there.
It's National Pina Colada Day.
It's National Pina Colada Day. Don't care. Still looks good and breathes well. You are so right. It does. She's talking about linen.
Yeah,
hey, Eric. Right. Welcome back, man.
Thank you, Cooling Winds.
You be making me want to come visit Austin to troll the food.
You are not lying. There's so much good food here.
So
you need to come to Austin and troll the food show. We'll go with you.
We will.
We'll do an Erik's Austin Eats.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, let's do it.
That's another reason I'm excited that our friend is coming tomorrow.
Don't play.
Don't play. Don't say you're coming if you're not going to come. I'm excited that my friend is coming tomorrow because we are so taking him to some food. We have to take him to the, there's a vlog coming that you're going to see with our shaved ice truck that we did yesterday. I don't know if we have time. You know, I may take him to Biscuits and Groovy while you're at work.
Oh, can't we go in the morning?
Before work?
Really early?
It's like a half an hour away. You know what? You would get up early to go to Biscuits and Groovy?
Yes, I would.
You really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do it Tuesday morning then. Wait until you get to NOLA though, the best food. I know, I cannot wait. I've been talking to Brown Girl Reading throughout the day with a whole bunch, she gave me a whole bunch of food information, honey, and she told me about these oysters. You said grilled? Were they grilled?
I hope so, because I'm not a big fan of raw oysters.
They sound so good. I was so excited. I was like, yes, we're definitely going to do that. So I have a whole list of information from her about places to go and things to see. I saw your name pop up, Kalani. Somebody definitely said hi to you. Hi, Kalani. Kalani. You say hello?
Hello.
Ooh, I want to visit Austin for the food too. Do.
Who was
That's
that?
the truth. That is.
MP.
No, she told me her name, but now that I remember the other name, I can't remember your name. Kim?
Your battery's getting low.
Kim, is it Kim? No, I want Pam. Child, look.
Close.
Pam. Lisa. Pam. Lisa. Pam. Lisa. That's what I'm going to do. Char grilled. That's what they are. Char grilled oysters.
That sounds
Doesn't
good.
that sound good?
Hi, my girls.
Wait, I'm scrolling way back up. I want to visit Austin for the food too. Yes, Pam. Come. That's your truth, Cooling Winds. That Austin food. Wow, it's so good. Hi, my girls H. I almost don't want to ask, but have you conquered the anxiety you were experiencing last year? You have not mentioned it at all this year. I haven't? You seem to have victory over it. Wow, I haven't mentioned it? So I am still dealing with it. I still deal with some symptoms, but I'm doing better. I've noticed a
Definitely.
couple of other symptoms that I didn't know were symptoms until recently, well, within the last year. Not being able to yawn well, which Eric
It's the
was like,
weirdest
he's like, you
thing.
can't yawn.
It
But
sounds so funny, and then it sounds horrible.
it's horrible to not be able to yawn, y'all. So I start the yawn, I'm like, and then it stops. Like, your body is supposed to experience this great release when you stretch or when you yawn. So apparently one of the symptoms of anxiety is that you hit that peak, and then, before you hit the peak, it fizzles. And so
That sounds
I don't know if it's something about the
terrible.
muscles or what, but it is very frustrating. I Googled it because I was like, what is wrong with me? Yes, yawning, right? And then another one was the eye twitching. So I noticed some months ago, those two things started happening. And I was
Ain't no
like,
topic.
what?
This is somebody said, what's the topic? I got here late.
There's
Ain't no
random.
topic.
The
It's called
topic
stream of
was,
consciousness. It's streaming. That's the point, right?
the topic was Eric's back. And then I call it patio talk. That's it. So yes, that's kind of where I am. I'm still taking the supplements. I'm not doing the yoga consistently like I should be, and I'm looking into a therapist. He's giving me a face because I'm not exercising at all like I should be. I am trying to do leg lifts though, and planks. But for me, those specific therapies are the most helpful. Meditation, exercise. Sorry, honey, I'm blocking you out. Meditation, exercise. The two supplements I'm taking, the multivitamin and the holy basil. And sometimes I think I've just gotten lazy and just rely on the
Holy basil.
supplements. And you can't do that. You need to do more things that are going to be more intentional, a lot of like mindfulness type things. So I need to get more involved in that because I definitely notice symptoms come and go depending on the intensity of our lives at the time. Let's see. I'm still going. Don't play. You don't know me. I want to come to that place where you guys got the chicken wings. Kalani's bacon sandwich was everything. Pluckers. That sandwich was good, wasn't it? It was like the bacon was like that thick.
Or 6 slices of bacon.
It's crazy.
That was amazing.
That Pluckers was good, and we all ate on that for 2 days. Your box is still in the fridge.
So
You never finished your left. Oh no, that is one
I
of
got
y'all.
chicken wings in there.
They old
I
now.
will
wait,
eat
no,
them
mine-
chicken wings. They ain't old. They're like 2 days.
Honey, no. That's from like
I came back.
Monday or
Monday
Tuesday.
Okay. Well,
2 days.
So what?
He is so extra. Okay. Hey, bub.
Hi, everybody.
People.
Interwebs.
The interwebs people. Let's see. Lisa, LOL. Hello, everyone. Just picked up the phone. Saw you were live. Hey, Joni Harshaw. What's the topic? I got here late. We answered you girl late. Ain't no topic. This is Chalet. Right here.
Really?
Yes.
Hey, Soleil.
And they're going to be here this weekend, so we need to get together with them. Thank you for your prayers. Yeah, please do keep praying because this is something that I think the primary thing I need to do is I need to start with a therapist. I think that will get me some other good interventions. What I don't want is I don't want to take medications because I don't think it's at that level. But I do feel like I need to do something more than what I'm doing. Of course, just doing what I normally do would help, but what I normally should be doing. You've had that before too, Chalet? It's not easy. Them wings done, Eric. Throw them out.
No.
She's trying to help you out. You won't be able to eat those oysters if you eat those wings. Well, I guess it's a week and a half till we go.
No, I'll be fine.
What good chicken is like a mind horrible thing to waste?
Right. Exactly. Well, it's not going to get wasted. I'm going to go pop them things in the toaster oven and get them all crispy. And I'm going to dip them in some blue cheese.
Y'all,
I'm going to eat them.
when I
Y'all
come
going to be on your
here-
own for dinner tonight. Sorry, I love you.
What?
I love you.
No. Salmonella.
I'm going to toast them till they ain't no salmonella living
Till
left
they're
in them.
crunchy. You're going to toast them till they can't be eaten anymore. What you doing?
You didn't go up all the way. Okay, there we
The homeschooling was going well. We ended, although somebody still has an assignment to finish.
Y'all didn't finish school yet?
They finished school. Josh finished school. Kalani still has. Don't look crazy now. She has a story to finish writing, but it's going very well. I'm looking into some things for the upcoming school year, and I am going to do the video on homeschooling. I'm going to do it, I promise. Cooling Winds, I'm laughing over that chicken comment, right? Hi, Kalani Chinezi says hi.
Hi.
Hi, Josh. Cooling Wind says hi. What a sweetheart. Let food and finding rest be thy medicine. Amen. The chicken is not fine. Y'all don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
It's fine. It's not even a week old yet.
That's since it was prepared. It was already dead for several days before that.
It's since it was cooked. And it's been in the refrigeration. It's fine.
Wait, what was the one burger?
Now, y'all, this is something I don't understand. I will eat something or have something that's cooked for me and put it in the refrigerator. And I'm still, I mean, unless it's got obvious signs of spoilage like mold or smell or something like that, I will get it out and eat it, depending on what it is, a week, sometimes up to 2 weeks later. It really depends on what it is. Chicken, I wouldn't, but some things.
We ate them beans, that lima beans and corn you made.
When I'm done, like the first time I'm done eating it, I want it in the refrigerator like right away. Tanya and her family, on the other hand, will prepare stuff.
It probably already has
it does
mold
not
on
have
it.
mold
You
on it.
haven't looked in that box for like a week.
It doesn't.
You
I'm
don't
not gonna
know.
believe that. Tanya's
They
family,
tried to
let me
tell
finish.
you.
They will prepare stuff sometimes a day in advance, but even the day of, they will lay it out on the counter and eat it, and then it will sit there for the whole day.
That's like a Sunday or like a holiday.
All day. It will sit on. Your dad does this almost every day. Don't you say it's just Sundays. He'll prepare stuff in the morning. Them grits will sit there all day long.
Daddy
and he
does
will
do
still eat them later that day or the next day even.
Daddy does do that, but Diane
Or
does not do it.
them fried collard greens, or not collard greens, fried okra, or whatever. Anyway, I'm just telling you that food will be sitting out on the counter all day. You know, the food service people, you're supposed to put stuff in storage by 4 hours. After that, the bacteria starts to grow.
The shade right
So
now.
I'm like, eat it, put it in the refrigerator, and it's fine. Leave it out on the
Not
counter.
for a
Well,
week and a half.
Of course you can't eat stuff very long for leftovers if you done left it out all day. It's already got all the bacteria in it. So that's the difference. That's what I'm saying. I'm
You
just
shouldn't be leaving it out
telling you.
all day or eating it after a week.
3 to 5 days is generally.
Don't feel bad, Tanya. My grandma did the same thing. She would let it sit and then still go back for more.
And they
And you
will
eat
too.
it
It'd be
too.
like out there
Yep.
grazing all day long.
That's the thing. We are
Which,
grazers.
I mean, I enjoy that aspect of it. Don't get me wrong, but
Cooling Wind says my best friend's family does that too. I thought it was a Latin thing. Guess not.
no,
LOL.
it's so a black thing too.
I think most of the people watching this are black. Do y'all do this? Let's see.
I don't know white people that do that. I never knew anybody who would leave
White
their food
people
out.
though eat and it's like boom, like 15 minutes and the meal is over and you're like,
It's true.
y'all done? Nobody ain't talked nothing. Y'all done? We getting up from the table now. Look. Do y'all have that experience? Y'all have white friends or family if you married somebody white? Listen, what's normal in your family, Shalay? Leaving the food out or getting up quick? They do eat fast. See, white people eat fast.
You know, I don't know what the deal is. I'm trying to figure out what's the historical
Because I've
the
heard like
cultural
black people
background for
from
that.
Africa where it's warm climate, warm culture climate, and there's socialization and enjoyment and conversation around the table and around the food and chilling. And white folks in Europe where it's cold, you just gotta hurry up, eat. It's functional and then out of the way. But no, because
that don't make no kind of sense because you're inside with the fire.
yeah, I don't know. Why do y'all do that? Isn't that ridiculous? Why do your people do that?
Does that have something to do with efficiency? Not wanting to waste time with fleshly pursuits? Is it like a Puritan thing?
No, because I think they probably do it in Europe too. Not in France, they don't. Meals can last 3 hours long. Okay, never mind.
Well, yeah, in
But-
Spain,
yeah,
same thing.
but they're Mediterranean. Well, France isn't.
No,
Parts of France are. Been to Europe and they take their time. That's true. Maybe it's just American white people. Is it an American white people thing? Because legit, your family does eat fast.
And most white people I know do.
So funny.
It's like we're afraid we're not going to have enough or something.
That was your theory.
But I'm saying like historically, culturally, like you would expect.
You said it was because with your sister, you thought y'all, like you had to eat
no,
fast.
like in my family, yeah, I don't know why my mom did
Your
this.
mom
I've
made
said this before, but she'd get like a pack of of 6 chicken legs or like thighs and bake them. There were 4 of us. Mom, dad, me, and sister.
Who's awesome, by the way.
She is totally awesome. 6 pieces of chicken, 4 people.
And this guy likes to eat.
So dad would usually want seconds, and I would usually want seconds, but sometimes Amanda would want seconds too. She was a growing girl. And so I think I always thought I learned to like eat fast so that I could get seconds.
But your whole family eats fast.
But that's not unique to my family, like to my specific nuclear family. I know lots of people that are like that.
The whole extended family, like we had at Grandpa's funeral this past year, we had like a meal laid out after the funeral, or was it the day before? It was the day before. Like for a few days, we'd have a bunch of food in the house, and people would lay the food out, and then you go and start eating, and then you come back upstairs, and the food was gone, like it was cleaned up. The kitchen was clean, the dishes were washed.
Ever happened to any of Tanya's family? That food would have been out there for probably 3 days.
Wouldn't have. It would just be it would
be out
keep
during
getting
the day,
replenished,
and then it would get put in the refrigerator, and then it'd be brought out and warmed up, and some more would be added to it.
We did that with your family too, but the thing is, it was put up within an hour, like 45 minutes. I remember being like, "Where y'all like?" Food got put up.
I will say it was surprising to me how fast it got put up.
It got put up. And then everybody knows when it's time to leave, and boom, everybody's gone.
They're gone.
Bye, Grandma, we love you. Okay, the house is empty, and you're just like,
wow,
what just happened? So I don't know. Maybe it's a white American thing. Hey, Kalani, can you bring me my charger, please? Can you bring me my charger, please?
Her phone charger. She needs it. Her battery's dying.
Y'all have been having some really funny comments, and I haven't been able to read them all, but yes, the consensus is it's a white American thing.
What is
Been to Europe too, and they take their time.
But like
maybe
we do
because
enjoy
we
our
only
food.
had
I
one
love
day off.
Food.
Maybe because we only had one day off back in the day. Chalet said maybe that's why we made it kind of a long process of eating and on the time when you could relax. Maybe it's a British thing. Michelle M says, hold on, I need to plug this in. Sorry, y'all. I can't see. Okay. Let's see what some of these other comments said. No mold, it's still good. Y'all are so ratchet with this chicken. I'm not even, no.
I'm going to eat that chicken. In fact, I'm about to go get it now.
American white people.
As soon as I finish doing what I'm doing here on my game.
Black folks linger over the food because it's just so good. Yes.
I like food.
I agree. My bestie who's white, we done in about 30 minutes when we eat meals. Yep. And when you say done, you mean y'all are already up from the table, maybe even like rinsing dishes, putting them away. Yes. Chinezi says just Americans. Well, you know, Hannibal had influence in Italy, that African influence. Oh, they take their time. It would be more like 8 to 12 for the leftovers. We cook big. There's 4 of us, but we usually cook for a second day's worth.
Oh, yeah, at least.
Chinezi says they don't savor the meal. I have said that.
That is not true, Chinezi.
Eric can savor and inhale. I don't know how you do that.
Here's something interesting, though. In my family, I was the slow eater.
Yes, and your mom still talks about it, and I'll be like,
they would give me such a hard time.
I still have half a plate of food.
Because they would be like,
everybody
else done eating, and I'm still buttering my bread.
Because you like your food to be the presentation to be a certain way.
I want the bread buttered. I have everything all ready to eat, and then I start to eat it, and they'd be practically done. So maybe that's why I learned to eat fast. But again, it's not just a me thing.
Cooling Wind says someone's causing some drama at the kitchen table. 4 people and 6 thighs. That is wrong. That ain't right. She doesn't cook like that now, though.
No, my mom doesn't do a lot of things that she
Used to do.
Used to do.
At a recent cookout we ate, and the food was put up within about an hour and a half. It's a cookout, right? Cookout. I feel like that's synonymous with food being out, and you just come back and you graze off the table throughout the day. Black Americans make a lot of food too. Yes, that's true. Do you find that in France, just in general, regardless of the race, people make less in their portions or servings? Because I definitely got the impression that in France, people take their time and linger over a meal, but I've noticed it seems like the portions are like this big, and I would just be really heated over some small portions of food. I'm an African American, and we are the same way in a restaurant. My family will close out a restaurant eating and talking.
You ain't lying. Her family is so like that. I'll be embarrassed. Like,
don't be getting embarrassed over us.
I'll be like, y'all, they want us to leave.
No. When they want you to leave, no. We leave when we're ready to leave. But we won't stay until the doors are closed. This is
not music. Yeah, that's ugly.
Yeah, sorry. Love to graze. Me too. I'm a grazer. I can eat now. Now, I can eat. If it's good, I can eat in one sitting. But yeah, we just like to talk, and then my whole family is telling jokes and telling stories, and even stories that you've already heard before. While you nibbling on something, you're laughing at that story that such and such always tells about when they got whooped coming from the water hole or something. And you just eat. Let me show y'all something.
Didn't that actually happen?
That did actually happen to Papa. Lonnie just said, didn't that actually happen?
So sad.
That is why. I was going to show y'all Josh, but he just got up. Okay, my church hosted a funeral for a former member, and her current church brought the repast. Is that how you say that? Repast? Eric?
The repast?
Yeah, okay. They brought crackers and cheese and some luncheon meat cut up.
Oh no, the white people.
We had to run out to the local Spanish restaurant. I'm sorry for laughing like that, but.
Oh.
Somebody said, oh no, Lisa.
Oh no.
Yes, Eric, you black on the inside, savor your food. You don't have to inhale your food anymore. They're like,
thank you.
Go ahead, savor your food.
I think I do savor my food.
You just eat it so fast, though.
I want to get it in me so bad. I like it so much. I want it in me.
I want it in my mouth, but I don't want big bites. Because I'm like...
That's part of it. I do take big bites.
Yes, folks, we're all looking for collard greens, I'm sure. Was it a black person or a white person? Or where are you? Because depending on where you are, regardless, they're going to want collard greens. I want like a smallish bite so I can just kind of enjoy it in my mouth, you know? I don't want like a big, he'll take these big, like, and I feel like that's too much work. You're not really able to enjoy, like to feel it all up in your mouth. Your dad said something like that once. I think it was all good all up in your mouth.
Yeah.
I do. I want my meal to last a long time too. Y'all know that fried chicken is a must at any repast. Thank you. And some greens. You can't just, cheese. And remember your grandmother's memorial service? So we're going to tell you guys this story sometime. It really is actually a really amazing story. His grandparents on his mother's side had a major problem with us being a couple when we first got together. It was a major issue. And over time, it stopped being an issue. But his grandmother passed away before we ever met in person. We got to meet on the phone and talk. And at the funeral or the memorial service, his grandpa, he's playing this game, by the way, y'all, so that's why he's kind of distracted. His grandfather, like, clung to me. Did Grandpa cling to me?
He did.
He's coming in and out. Grandpa loves me, and that's awesome. But at the memorial service, he clung to me, and then we had the meal afterward. And when we got to the meal afterward, there was like, hey, Mimi. There was like,
hey,
Jell-O salad, like,
y'all, this was a bunch of Swedes.
Straight up Midwestern white people.
Yeah, like descendants like, of Swedes and Germans and Norwegians.
That Jell-O salad with the marshmallows in it and like pieces of pineapple.
No, see, there wasn't any of that. There was no fried chicken.
Green beans, roll salad, slice of yellow cake, and some red Kool-Aid. No, there was none of that. There was none of that. It was straight up, like, there might have been some dinner rolls. I mean, maybe some sandwiches. And I was just like, different. I can get with it, different culture. No, just no. Different cultures do things in different ways, right? So, you know, I had it, might have been some sparkling. I think there was the punch that's foamy, like with the ice cream in it, and then ginger ale or something. You know what I'm talking about? That punch.
Punch, yeah.
With the little
sherbet in it.
Yes, with the sherbet, that's it. Mm-hmm. Yes, honey, the red Kool-Aid. Yes. So y'all watch my grown up Pentecostal video because we talk about that church food. But one of Eric's aunts came up to me and was like, Tanya, can I tell this story? Mm-hmm. Because I don't want her to be like, you know that. I don't think she'd care. She came up to me and was like, Tanya, guess what happened? Now I had braids in my hair at the time. We were not married. We were dating. We were maybe like 26, something like that, 27, somewhere in there at the time. And so we were like young bucks, right? And I had these long braids, and this lady comes up to his aunt and she's like, No.
She said to my aunt.
Yeah, she came up to your she came up to your aunt, and then your aunt came and cornered me in the staircase and told me, and we were cracking up about it. She said, Tanya, somebody just came up to me, one of Mom's friends, bless her. She just said, now Eric's girlfriend, now. Now, is she black or is she from somewhere else?
She's from another country.
Is she from another country? Because, you know, black people don't live in other countries. We're the blacks. And I guess other places, they're just exotic. So the question was basically, am I this exotic something, some other, or she one of them black American gals? It was funny, y'all. Yes, that really happened. Is she black or is she from another country? And his aunt was looking at me like, the look on her face was hilarious because we had already been through some stuff. His grandma had really, really struggled while she was sick with accepting the fact that Eric and I were going to be together. His grandpa, who ran the show, was like, at first he had a problem with it, and then he was like, we're just going to accept this and we're going to deal with it. But she was still struggling, and she was honest about it. And so her daughters were just very upfront with her, and they were like, Mom, this is racism and you need to deal with it. So Eric's family is super cool that way. They're super cool. So she was trying to deal with it, but she was really struggling. She ended up talking to somebody who helped her through, and God supernaturally, like, I've never seen this happen to anybody else, but supernaturally changed her heart in an instant, And she said she felt something rise up off of her and leave. It was amazing. Remember that? That was deep. So we need to do a video on that sometime. But anyway, so her friend said, I mean, she was 70 something. So back in the day, I would tell Eric, don't worry, you know, she's old, and that's just kind of where their generation is. But he was furious. So when her friends asked that question, you were mad. When you told me on the phone, you were upset.
Oh wait.
No, before when we first started, and they first confronted you about me.
You wouldn't do that to us.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that to us. You wouldn't treat us that way. Is she colored? That's what they asked him when he told them about me. It's a vlog. We're going to make a video about that. But she just was totally transformed, y'all. And it was lovely. It was beautiful. And we got a chance to talk. And so you can understand her friend said, I mean, they're like 75-year-old ladies in Iowa, right? So, of course, that's just going to be their context. So when she said, is she black or is she from another country? I never got over that. I did get over it, but I thought it was hilarious. I am not from another country. I'm from good old US of A. That's like when people ask me about him. So what's your husband? I'm like, they're like, is he Jewish, or, you know, is he part Middle Eastern? I'm like, he's a plain old American white guy. Just like I'm plain old American black girl. We are the Americans. We're both. What's funny is we both have the American mixture. We both have. You got all the bits too. You got some black back there somewhere. Somewhere way back. Do not say that thing.
I ain't gonna say it.
Thank you. There was a little saying in the family back in the day. But we both have that, black, white, and Native American. I think most Americans have that. We just all do. We just don't want to own it. So yes, it's really beautiful that his grandma passed after that. So we actually refer to that as the first fruits of our relationship, because we believe that God is using our relationship as a can't do it with my fingers, but hold this for me, honey, please. Like this, that a chevron.
Kind of, yeah.
To kind of break through things without people even knowing it. Just our presence kind of pushes things and breaks it. What you doing? Just kind of pushes things and like breaks it open and kind of breaks stuff up, because when people see interracial couples, yes, like a phalanx. People see interracial couples and all kinds of stuff starts getting stirred up inside of them. But I'm like, yes, Holy Spirit, do it, do it. Stir the stuff up, because God is doing his thing, you know, and people's prejudices are having to be addressed. So it's just really, I think, significant that his grandparents were the first people who were moved like that. And his grandpa really, at first his grandpa was like, no way, no how. And grandma, once grandpa changed his tune, he didn't know me yet, but he changed his tune because he didn't want to lose his relationship with Eric. But grandma was like, mm-mm. But yeah, she totally had to change of heart. And now his grandpa, when I tell y'all grandpa loves me, listen, grandpa loves me. Whenever we go to visit the family, we go see him. He's in a home. And whenever we go see him, I always get to, like, grandpa and I always arm in arm when we walk into the car. I always get a kiss on the cheek. I still get, Bernice would have loved you so much. It's so sweet, y'all. From the memorial service, he made me walk with the family. I was going to go sit in the church with everybody else, and he grabbed me and made me walk into the church with the family. And I was like, but I'm not a member of your family, at least not yet. We weren't even engaged. But yep, he made me walk in with them. And then I had to sit with them, and he sat right next to me at the memorial service at the meal, and was just like, he just kept patting me and telling me, Bernice would have loved you. And to this day, and he's like 92 now, and he still says it. It's very sweet. But let me see. They were all up in the weddings of their grandchild. Wait, I want to go back because I want to see. Lisa says, her cousin married a girl from Iowa and faced a lot of resistance from the family. But they were all up in that wedding of their grandchildren 20-some years later. It was the United Nations in that church. Yep, God can break every chain. Amen. Yes, he can.
Every change.
Break every change. Have y'all seen that little girl singing Break Every Chain? It's so cute. She's saying bake every change. Please do. I'd love to hear how Jesus delivered her. Yes, we'll tell y'all the story in more detail another time. How do you think my mother-in-law was? Yes, she's black and she's from another country. But could you speak French already? Brown girl reading. Or were they like, she can't even speak our language, but in French? Was it as much of an issue for your in-laws? I get the impression that, I mean, not to say that racism doesn't exist outside of America, but it seems like we definitely have our particular brand. I think Europeans tend to be less hung up about stuff, although it happens for sure. They definitely have prejudices. Shanezi said, she's talking about the food. Yesterday they had a memorial for a Brazilian lady. It was really hot. They had lemonade, water, dinner rolls, croissants, roast beef, cheese, chicken salad, peanuts, veggie trays, chips, and hummus. I still say hummus. I can't say hummus. It just doesn't feel right.
It's hard to say hummus.
Hummus.
It does feel very awkward.
Yes. Eric had a hard time dealing with it when his grandma and grandpa were not happy with us.
Yeah, we were pretty close.
Yeah, they were very close, and then that happened, and he was like,
hard.
But his mom and her sisters talked with them, and they were like, you want a relationship or not? And for grandpa, I think that was enough. He was like, yeah, I want a relationship. And then he got to know me. I mean, really, he didn't get to know me first. I don't know. Like we understood with grandma, she literally had a divine encounter. Like she expressed it as a divine encounter. Like she was like an angel. I talked to an angel. Yeah. She literally believed that she spoke with an angel. I don't know what happened with grandpa. He just made up his mind and came around and said, I want to have a relationship with Eric. But his interaction with me, it was like from the first moment he met me, he was just like, I love her. And I don't know I didn't say anything or do anything, but just introduce myself and, behave sensibly. But he just, from the start, was very warm and open. And I mean, I kind of feel like when people are in their 70s, you got to kind of just cut them some slack. You can't not that it's okay for them to be racist or have prejudiced attitudes, but I get it when they're 75, 80, 90 years old. It's kind of like you understand that that's just their context, and it's going to take something supernatural for that to change, and God did it. It's really ridiculous, but changes are being made today in families, and God bless those who embrace their relationships with courage and in the face of family scrutiny. Amen. Brown Girl Reading, you were saying it was for my mother-in-law. They're from the south of and from the country. Okay. So they weren't really in the city where there was a whole lot of diversity. I get that. Grandpa is covering for the family. Yes, he is covering for the family. I miss Grandpa. He's really cool. I will, when we do the video, and we should do the video on that soon, I will upload some pictures of Grandpa. He always calls Kalani his little doll. Isn't that what he calls you? His little doll. And he was really good with his hands. He would make bread boxes, and he did a lot of woodworking, right? Grandpa did a lot of woodworking, right? Yep. Yeah, and he made, did he make those metal, like the horses and stuff too?
No, he
was collecting those. Okay. It's not okay, but they need to be handled with gentleness and patience, wisdom. Yes, that's what I think. You just have to handle elderly people with grace, because they're coming from a totally different generation.
World changed.
She got over it as soon as she saw I wasn't leaving and I was learning French quickly. That's awesome. There are no black people living in my in-laws' village. Whew. I get that. Hey, sweet Sadie. I'm so glad that I can imagine that that would be an extra challenge. Like, you don't know the language, you're in another country, and who is this person? But that's good that she came around when she saw, she's not going anywhere. But I mean, y'all together and your kids are big, so you've been around a minute. I love it. I want to hear more of your story. Y'all, Brown Girl Reading is super cool. She has lots. I hope that you don't mind I'm shouting at your channel, but she does cool book reviews and stuff like that on her channel. I would love to see just more of you. I would love to see more of France. 25th anniversary on the 11th of July. Good for you. Happy anniversary. That's awesome. Yes, I want to go outside. Well, let me see how much juice I have left. Guys, I have to turn the phone for a minute. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry for this. No, I'm not going to turn my phone. I don't know how much battery I have left on me. I'm sorry, because I had to plug it in because it was dying. July 11th, so that's like in 2 days. Yay, congratulations. You have any special plans? Oh, Sweet Sadie says, Eric, wake up. He was awake, he was playing a video game. But in his defense, he had been working on a sermon for hours and hours before that. I thought he was still working on it when I came inside. I was just going to show him, show you guys his face. The Brown Girl Reading review, The Sun is Also a Star. Did you review that? The Sun is Also a Star? Because I haven't seen it if you did review it. I loved that book. That was really great. I know that Maze Lee, she recommended it. Not to me, but she recommended it on their, they recommended it on their channel. You know, I'm just gonna move over so that's not in the way. Sorry, y'all. You haven't read it? It's good. Actually, I haven't read it. I listened to the audiobook. I really, really enjoyed it. It's by Nicola Yoon, I think is her name. And I thought it was a great book. I think you'd like it. I would love to watch your review of it if you do. Ooh. Nantes, is that how you say it? Nantes? No? No? Do you say no? I don't know how to say it. Is that, I'm so ignorant about French geography. Is that near the beach? Is that the beach? Hey, Keisha Gomez. Cooling Wind says, loved it. Read it. Review it. Sweet Sadie. Yes, he was playing a video game, honey. Brown Girl Reading, do you review children's books too? I've never seen you do a children's book. What's the topic today? Everything. We're just yakking. Yakking about all kinds of various subjects as they come to mind. It's on the west of France. In the west of France. On the coast? Or inland? So, Sweet Sadie, we've talked about everything from my makeup to Eric's grandparents. Those are the most recent subjects with his grandparents. Food at funerals, near the coast. Okay. You don't usually read young adult, sometimes middle grades. Okay. I have to confess, I read a lot of young adult. What, huh? We talk about how white people eat really fast, how black people take our time and have conversations. We talk about my clothes. Hey, let me ask y'all a favor. Can you thumbs up this video if you haven't thumbs it up? I see 40 people watching. Can you thumbs it up? Look at my nails, guys. They're kind of growing. I have no interest in making them uniform at all either. So this one is raggedy and breaking. This one I just let grow. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs ups. These are growing. I got 2 here growing, and then this one's broken off. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I see those thumbs up increasing. Thanks, y'all. You did read The Hate You Give, and you really liked it? Awesome. So that book is super powerful, and I have a girlfriend who has a book coming out in October. It is going to blow your minds, and you all need to read it. It is called Dear Martin, and y'all, this book is amazing. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Wow, they jumped to 23. Thank you. You're really, really going to be moved by this book. It's about a boy named Justice, a young high school student named Justice, and he is dealing with the issues of police brutality, and he's processing it through his young and extremely intelligent mind. I don't have the flap, what's it called? Synopsis in front of me, so I don't want to say too much because I don't know how much has been stated. So I don't want to kind of put all the details out there, but the author's name is Nick Stone, Nicstone, Nick Stone. And y'all, I'm just telling you, this book is going to make a very deep impression. It is, it's not the same as The Hate You Give, but it has similar undertones. They're very similar. It's called Dear Martin. Dear Martin. And so the young man is having conversations in writing with Dr. King. He's writing his thoughts to Dr. King. Am I starting a book club? No. I tend to be a happy ending. It has to be super cushy because real life is hard enough. So I want books that are cheesy, gooey, like ridiculous. That's the kind of thing I'm into. Well, I don't know if I'd say into, but I get really invested. I found that. So when I read books that end painfully, I'm just like shattered. One of the moms of one of my students in Jerusalem was like, you keep reading these young adult books, it's like Divergent, and which made me mad at the end of the last book. I didn't even read it. She was like, let me give you something else to read. Let me give you a grown-up book to read. And she gave me a book. Oh gosh, I had it. Ooh, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's about Nigeria. Oh, yellow. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I can't remember the name of it. It's about about Nigeria's War of Independence. Help me out. You know what I'm talking about, brown girl reading? Somebody's got to know what that book's talking. That's it. Half of a Yellow Sun. Y'all, that book was so good, but I was shattered when I read that book. So grown-up books are excellent, but y'all, they be wearing me out emotionally. So Half of a Yellow Sun is so good. It's such a good book. Very good book. Just amazing. Might be a good live stream discussion, a monthly video on a book. Y'all wouldn't want me to review the books that I read. I like reading books. I wish booktubers did live streams. I think they could. Maybe make a request. I would definitely do some of the books I read, like The Sun Is Also a Star. I plan on reading her other book. everything, anything. Y'all, forgive me. You do live streams. Okay, that's what I thought. I've seen your live streams on Instagram. Brown Girl Reading does reviews, guys, and they're good. I like listening to you talk about books because I'm really a book nerd. My whole family, like Kalani's sitting here right now. She's reading. Can y'all see her? She's reading. You're not reading right now? Oh, my bad. They're usually all sitting there reading. You'll be doing one for Confused Spice. Okay. So y'all hear that? Check out her channel. You do have to follow her. Yes, follow her on YouTube. Yay! Sub her, yes. Her book reviews are very interesting. And you know what? I have to tell you this. I actually will sometimes check your reviews about something to see if I want to read it or not. And my good friends, they also know that they know my style. I will read something that has depth. I just have to prepare myself mentally. Like if I know it's going to be a really hard, like heavy topic, like my girlfriend's book, which I thought it was October, but maybe the release date is September. I see Brown Girl Reading said it's coming out in September. I will. Oh no, you're talking about the movie, the Kim Fields movie. Okay, I will read something if a friend recommends it. Like Andrea recommended. No, yeah, one of my friends recommended The Sun Is Also a Star, and so I read that or listened to it anyway. And I will go for the heavy hitters. I got it, but y'all, I have to be emotionally prepared for it because I'm just sensitive at heart. Coming back to LA, meetup would be fun. Me? I don't know when I'm going to California again. If you're asking about me, I would love to. Dear Martin coming out October 17th. Yeah, I thought it was October. Nick Stone, check out her webpage and her Instagram. It's Get Nicked. She's very cute. She's actually a good friend of mine, a personal friend. So I got to watch the process of that book coming together, and I just can't say enough good stuff about it. Guys, I'm about to do something really ratchet. Just give me a second because I feel like my camera lens is kind of fuzzy. It felt like it was greasy. I feel like it's still greasy. I'm sorry. Thanks for turning me on to Brown Girl Reading. You're welcome. Go back and start looking at her stuff. Terry Blackstone is mystery and romance. Okay, here's my thing. When main characters die needlessly, what I perceive to be needlessly, that just, like, I can't emotionally deal with it. And it's the author's prerogative because it's their story. But emotionally, I'll just be like, oh, that was just gut-wrenching. So that's hard for me. And gratuitous stuff, like gratuitous sex, violence, swearing, sometimes I'm like, was that necessary? Sometimes it fits the story and I get it, you know, it has to be part of it and that's fine. But if it's just kind of gratuitous, I just don't want to take my time filling my mind up with that. Because I notice I invest, like I dream what I read. So it gets in, you know, it's getting in your soul. Live video with the author, beginning of August. I've been in and out Brown Girl Reading, so I'm looking back over your comments to see what you're referring to. I'll be doing one for Confused Spice. I'm spearheading a read-along this month. Live audio with the author, beginning of August. Oh, cool. Okay, so definitely, guys, if y'all haven't subbed, go ahead and sub so you can get in on that. I've been subbed to Brown Girl Reading for several years. She's worth listening to, y'all. Was that a dark book? Which one? Was what a dark book, Chinesky? Is that chicken grease? I'm confused. Brandy Lynn Collins is pretty good too, and I'm an audiobook junkie. What kind of books does Brandy Lynn Collins write? What's the genre there? And I'm an audiobook junkie because I was commuting a lot, but I don't anymore, so it's not as much of an issue. Left to Tell and Led by Faith by Immaculée Ilibagiza are some of my favorite books. Hey, Ashes too. Ashes Too Beautiful. I'll check those out. You agree, and you agree. Brandy Lynn Collins. Okay, so do me a favor, y'all. In the comment section after the live stream, if you're still around, please type those names in there because these are all going to go away, all of these comments, and I won't be able to see them. But I want to get those names. Any other favorites? Sorry if answered. I just joined. Dot the I. Have you read Octavia Butler? No, I haven't. Y'all, who was on here from the beginning? How long did I say I was going to be on this live stream? What did I say? Yes, that's right. I said 30 minutes. And look, right, Michelle. Octavia, okay. I didn't mean to lie. Kindred is really good. Who's that by? Starbell, 30 minutes, yeah. I'm a little bit over. We love talking to you. I love talking to y'all too. Black woman author is science fiction. Octavia Butler, okay. Hind's Feet on High Places is a fantastic book. I've read it multiple times and it has set the tone for my life in some ways. Hey, Cherish, my daughter, you joined us. I've been in here just yakking. I came inside. I told you that I was outside on the patio, but then I came in to show, I told you on your live stream about an hour ago that I was going to be outside on the patio, and I was, but then I came in to show them Eric, and now my phone is plugged in here. Guys, check out Cherish My Daughter if you want to find out about some good natural hair stuff. She has had a channel for years. She does her daughter's hair, and she's been doing it for years, her own hair. She's currently locked. You love Cherish My Daughter? She did a live stream, her first live stream today, and it was so good. Tanya, 30 minutes would be like gulping down a good meal. We are savoring this meal together. You hear that, honey? You're welcome. So they're giving me the names of good authors. Y'all, I'm all over the place with this phone, all in my face. My aunt, who I love dearly, she has Marco Polo. We just started using it, and she's still figuring out how to use it. So she'll be having the phone right here. Hey, baby, how you doing? I'm just, we'll be like, Auntie, put the phone back. Thank you, Dot the I. I try to be positive. Every now and then I complain about something, but thank you. We enjoy being positive. And thank you. Somebody a while back commented on Eric and I and our relationship. And I think you were talking about just how we have the love of the Lord, and you enjoy watching us because of that. Thank you very much. I did see your comment. They were scrolling by fast, but I did see it. Can you imagine all of us in the same room chatting? This is so cool. This is me. Me and my friends get together and we're like, it's needed, especially during these times. Yeah, you're right. Relationships that are just doing the hard work, because it is hard work, but trying to honor the Lord as we walk along. That's what it's about. Look what he's in there doing, y'all. Let me turn the phone so you can see, especially after he talked about, is that your wings? Mm-hmm. He's eating them wings, y'all. I'm going to be on here live streaming tonight. Oh, he put some chicken in for us. So you said you didn't know what we were going to eat tonight, but now you're making us chicken. I don't know what else you're going to eat, but there's some chicken legs in there. Thank you, honey. Dot the I, you enjoyed my video on meeting someone. Thank you. I wasn't sure how that was going to turn out. We just kind of started talking, but it was good. We actually had a good time. And did y'all see how he attacked me in the end of that? Did y'all see that? What? Very typical. What? Very typical. What? The tickle attack. You tickle attacked me at the end of that video. Why? I didn't do anything. They can see it right there. I didn't do anything. I was kissing you. And then you just started tickling me. Bring up the video and watch it. It's right there on screen. You edited out the important part. I did not edit out anything. At least not then. Thank you. Is it Nkechi? Nkechi Onyinye? Onyinye? Thank you. You're sweet. Nkechi. I'm sorry because I know I'm not pronouncing that well. But she says that I'm beautiful. Thank you. That I'm stunningly beautiful. It was needed. Some people don't have standards. I know it's hard these days. It was hard when I was a kid, too. I mean, and I'm still adjusting to the fact that I'm not that young anymore. But yeah, it was hard when I was younger, out in these streets trying to have relationships with folks, because people just expect sex as part of the package, and don't have any time for that. You love that video. I love that video. My husband and I went through a formal courtship, and it truly blessed our marriage of over 13 years. Amen. I said your name right? Very good. Thank you, Nkechi. Yep. People people aren't being presented with how to have a healthy relationship. I'll never forget that in my college experience, I went to a campus ministry when I went to college. I tended to be a pretty steady teen. I just wasn't trying to, it's because of control issues. I wasn't trying to get into a whole lot of trouble because I didn't like being out of control. So I wasn't getting drunk. I wasn't getting high. I grew up in Brooklyn. I watched people dying, selling drugs. Like literally, I knew people who were dead on the street. I saw them die because that was Brooklyn, New York in the 80s. So I wasn't trying to use drugs or sell drugs or anything like that or get drunk. But also because I just didn't like being out of control. So I never really ventured into that area, but I remember seeing just so much confusion. And I wasn't really trying to, no, that's not true. I was trying to live a good life. I was trying to be a good girl. But it was a lot of my own effort. I was trying in my own strength to do it. I got to college and learned about the Holy Spirit and really feel like God gave me grace at that point because it got harder. But I really wanted to do things that I thought were right. But I still had friends and hung out with them. They would be drinking. I don't think most of them were usually high. Maybe they were smoking weed, but they weren't doing hard drugs while I was with them anyway. Because they were always kind of like, well, you don't want to do that in front of Tanya. And I was like, I'm not the Holy Spirit. But anyway, I'm all over the place with this. My main point was I just didn't want to, I felt like there was something special about sex and I didn't want to just give that up. I was just like, I definitely had training in church that you shouldn't have sex before you got married. And they didn't give us a whole lot of background about why. But I just felt like this was something really special. And I mean, I did struggle at times, but I thought this isn't something that should just be flippantly dealt with and tossed around. And I was always a very thoughtful person about stuff like that. Just what am I going to be investing here if I do this? What am I committing myself to? So it worked out in my favor because I look back now and I think I definitely would have regretted making that decision had I not. But, I had plenty of friends who did, and it wasn't like, I'm not going to be around you because you're sexually active. No, I would have had no friends. That just wasn't a part of the reality. It was just something that I had been presented with the concept from church that you should not have sex before you got married. But I also just felt like there was something too sacred about the experience. And I just didn't want to give that up. Now, I will tell you there were times that I kind of was eking really close to that cliff. But in those instances, it was purely and only the Holy Spirit that sustained me because I was ready to make some bad choices. But I do feel like as time has gone on and I just learned a lot more as I got older, maybe into through my 20s, there were so many wonderful people who started to kind of talk to us. And I thought they should talk to teens about this, not just 20 somethings, but the whys behind shoulds and shouldn'ts, why you shouldn't be trying to go and sleep with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and why it's a good idea to wait, to wait, what to think about, how to go about interacting with men in a healthy way and not in a kind of desperate, needy, grabby way. I'm not saying people that sleep with other people are desperate, needy, or grabby, but that's also part of the process that a lot of young women aren't taught how to stand in their own integrity and be themselves and be attractive because they're not typical, So what I was saying way back is that I remember in college, my campus minister saying, because I started going to a campus ministry when I first got to college, I knew there was something I was looking for, and I thought I need to be around other people who are believers. And my campus minister saying something that Eric said in the video, that we treat dating like marriage and marriage like dating. We're preparing for divorce, actually is what he said. We're preparing ourselves for divorce in how we do dating. And I was like, you're so right, because we're like, I like you, now I don't like you anymore, so we're going to break up. I like you, now I don't like you anymore, so we're going to break up. When you get married, it's not like you could just decide, I don't like you anymore, we're going to break up. Because it's life. People are struggling, by that point, they're trying to work hard to make this thing work, and that's what relationships take, hard work. So anyway, I could start rambling on about this subject, so I'm gonna back off that topic. But I do appreciate your input about the video, and if you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's about dating and marriage. It's not a video I think I would have ever done without somebody questioning it, because I'm kind of like, oh, we're not the expert on dating at all. But I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. Someone says, did you say Eric was a minister? If so, along with your teaching skills and all your experience and knowledge, you all would make some great relationship counselors if you're not already. Thank you. He is a minister. He has been actually licensed for years, but he's now going through the process of getting ordained in the Anglican Church. So, and you would like to venture into counseling, wouldn't you? Yeah, that's something that he would like to do at some point. I enjoy teaching. We both like talking. So even though you can't always tell with him, he's a talker too. Now there's a conversation about Brooklyn going on back in here. It was needed. We have standards. Oh, neither was I in college. Yeah. And you also grew up in Brooklyn, so you know what I'm talking about. Them streets be crazy, honey. I was talking about this topic at church today. I'm 62 and tired of grown men playing boys games. Ooh. One person commented on that video that we should be talking to young men about how they need to behave. And I think a lot of guys actually aren't trained in how to, they're not trained by men in how to be men and how to handle relationships and how to honor women. If it's not the culture that says women are objects and you can call them all kinds of names, and if it's not that culture, it's still I think that even within Christian culture, honestly, that a lot of young men are not taught how to interact with women. They're taught you shouldn't be trying to touch that girl, don't try to have sex with her, but they're not taught how to have healthy friendships that are not just kind of flirtation based or super awkward and like, I can only hug you from the side and not really, you know, I mean, learning how to just be normal people with one another while maintaining healthy boundaries that aren't ridiculous boundaries, that aren't kind of unrealistic, unreasonable boundaries, because we're males and females, so we definitely have attractions. So we need to know, and I think we need to teach young men how to speak to women and interact with them in a way that's not going to be perceived as flirtatious. Yes, that's the young woman's responsibility, but it's also the man's responsibility to not be giving off vibes. But then at the same time, to know how to be a normal person. So not being super weird and I guess so like, oh, I can't touch you because, you know, I don't want you to be less than. I mean, there's just a balance. And that's right. Young women are not being taught to keep their ground either. Yeah. Oh, they get desperate, they start chasing, or everything is a conversation about how am I need to get a man. There's a lot that needs to happen. I really am grateful for the campus ministries that we were a part of, and then the people who we surrounded ourselves with, but I made bad choices or just silly or foolish choices, and I do think that there was probably too much hyper vigilance in some things that didn't need to be quite that intense, but in some ways they guarded me, so I'm grateful for that. One thing my best friend and I did, Kalandra and I, we met in college, like our freshman year, and we at our church, we intentionally joined the older ladies Sunday school class. And when I say older ladies, I mean it was called Mary's and Martha's. These ladies were all 50 and up, but we were 20, and we were like, we need to learn from these older women. So we just kind of sat with them and learned from them in church, and it was good. That's just beautiful. I cracked you up with my demonstration of an awkward man. It's true, though. A lot of it comes from the home where the boys are open to older men who don't know how to respect themselves or women, so it is passed down to the next generation. You are so right. You are so right. There's a definite lack in how to relate to one another and how to just be healthy. It's so true. And people need to learn how to be normal, first of all, but then how to be honoring. And that doesn't look like some of the things that we think it looks like. I definitely think it's great for men to open doors for women and stuff like that. I don't get mad at that. I still am like, I remember a friend looking at me like I was crazy because I had gotten so used to Eric opening a door for me. Wherever he went, he would open my doors, he would pull up my chair. And I was somewhere with another friend, and I stood in front of the door, and he was like, "Oh, you just gonna wait for me to open the door, huh? You just say," and I was like, "Yeah." I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but I just got used to that. I think that that is great, that kind of honoring. But there's also just honoring a young lady and how you guard her emotions, because females, we are emotional. That just made me it reminded me of Glamazini talking about it's always weird to her when when men refer to women as females, because females, you know. Anyway, I do think that it's very significant to guard their emotions as well, or our emotions as well. And young ladies need to be mindful of honoring guys, and not like being desperate and obviously like grasping at them and trying all kinds of emotional manipulation, or just showing neediness. Like, those kinds of things are unhealthy as well. Or the Instagram pics, I think I saw somebody back here talking about these Instagram accounts. They're shocking. I'm just like, y'all, your whole behind is all over the interwebs right now on this Instagram. Yep. There are not enough examples for young women. Both men and women need to see what a normal relationship is, from first meeting to dating and then marriage. Yeah, it's true. You teach others how to treat you. You are so right. I remember when I kind of learned that at one point. I was just like, mm-mm. And I think I kind of, yeah, you grow into that knowledge, but I was just like, I'm not putting up with that foolishness. We created really safe and realistic boundaries for each other. Our accountability partners were older elders in the church who understood that we were trying to honor each other. That is excellent. That's really good. And you have to do that, because then if you don't do that, you're going to cave at some point. If you don't have, I just think, or if you don't, you might get close. It's good to have healthy people around you who can be like, you don't need to do that. Or you need to think about what you're saying to each other, you know, the kind of ways you're interacting with each other, and not in a super legalistic way. I appreciate, we had some super healthy, realistic people. We had several single older women, a couple of married couples who were part of our lives. Everyone wants a VH1 reality show. Yep, Dr. I. Brokenness breeds brokenness. Yep. Y'all are so right. I sent my mentor, our mentor from when we were courting, I sent her that video, because after I watched it several times, I was like, her name is Shanae Tucker. Shanae, you might remember her from ORU. Her mom taught at ORU, so you might remember her, but now she teaches at ORU. And y'all, Shanae is like, she is better than sliced bread. I'm telling y'all, Shanae is pretty much everything. She, as I watched that video, I was just like, I keep hearing Shanae over and over and over in what she was saying, and what we were saying rather. I was like, wow, she really had a really profound influence on us. And she was definitely one of our mentors. And she teaches, or started a program called Defining Your Destiny, and she started another one called Purity with Purpose years ago, and both of those talk about finding out who you are and seeking your destiny in God, and then as you're seeking that destiny, also identifying any areas of brokenness or ties, soul ties, unhealthy connections to people that might be in your life that might be hindering you or redirecting you in directions you shouldn't be going. And she was a social worker as well. Was she a social? Yeah, she was a social worker as well. And she was the first person I ever went to for counseling. And she just really made all of this stuff very practical, and about relationships and how you interact with yourself, first and foremost, how you honor yourself and how you treat yourself. You're going to communicate to other people how to treat you and how to interact with you. Just all of this great stuff. So a lot of the stuff we said in the video has become a part of who we are. And it's become a part of who we are because we kind of imbibed it from the people in our lives who were, 10 years or more older than us at the time, who were really feeding into us. Shanae, she teaches social work at ORU now. She didn't. At the time, she was working at the church where we went. It wasn't legalistic at all. Pam, right? They were super real and it was awesome. That's good stuff. Okay, I'm going to give it 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. I'm looking at Eric eating them chicken wings. Let me show y'all. He over here eating them chicken wings.
Gotta get all stuff off the ends.
I just can't believe you're eating those chicken wings.
My kids are begging me for some, and I won't give it to them.
Don't. We only need one sick person.
No, we're gonna be sick.
Hey.
Hi.
Can y'all believe how big Josh is? If you've been watching my channel for a while, you remember when he has a voice like this. He is going in, right? He is tearing that chicken up. He is going in. Bye, Chinezzy. Have a good time at church. Yeah, he's tearing that chicken up. What did you make for us? What kind of chicken? Breast or boneless thighs? Nuggets?
Oversized nuggets.
Oversized nuggets. Eric bought chicken thighs, and the not personal shopper, but the shopper from Instacart bought boneless and skinless.
They didn't have the ones I wanted.
Boneless and skinless?
Boneless, skinless.
Boneless, skinless chicken thighs.
They did great.
Who does that? So Eric, somebody said, save her some, Eric. He ain't saving me none. I don't want none of that chicken. Somebody said, let's hope the salmonella didn't get in it. Brown girl reading. But yeah, she bought, or he, whoever bought boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And Kalani was like, those are just big nuggets. Oversized nuggets. I'm sorry. Oversized nuggets. Healing starts with a healthy love relationship with Jesus. Then it will help others to love you. Amen. That is so right. You are so right. Honoring yourself is so key. We had to really take a look at ourselves and I guess say it. Oh, and it allowed us to talk about the heavy, real stuff. Yep. You love you some Kalani. She is so extra, girl. She is so extra. Oversized nuggets. I told y'all she said Eric is the color of raw chicken. She has no filter. She's trying. But when she was born, or before she was born, we were like, this is our Israeli baby. Because just TMI, but she was conceived in Israel. And we were like, she's our Sabra. Israelis are really frank and to the point. And so is she. Especially when she does that side eye. She has a real side eye. I remember when you used to call Kalani Hello Kitty. She does look like Hello Kitty. At least she did when she was little. I know, right? I am saving myself. I am not eating that chicken. I mean, I'll eat the oversized nuggets, but I'm not eating the chicken he got. She does do the side eye. She really does. You saw it before. Love the thug hat, Kalani. She's so extra. She is all kinds of extra. My kids have two very distinct personalities. Very distinct. If you could see and listen, oh, Josh is trying him right now, apparently. He just said, I'm not. But Josh is my very, like, he kind of gets like this and starts talking like this and and I'm like, open your mouth. Kalani will be loud and hollering and telling him what to do, and I'm just like, have you birthed anyone? Are you a mama? You been pregnant? Then leave him alone. I've come to understand that grown children it isn't always nurture. Sometimes they're just grown. And I judged people when they had grown kids. I was like, obviously, they haven't whooped that child enough. No, she just grown. She's very precocious.
They need help.
Kalani is boss. They'll just be cleaning. We have a friend visiting tomorrow, like I said.
Know how to do what they need to do.
Okay, she is cute. She is too cute. I agree with you. She's funny. They're both funny in their ways. Precious is good. You're so precious. I have notifications popping up on here all the time. Do you guys have that? I always have notifications popping up on my phone. I can't get over it. Are you trying to empty the boxes? Is that what's happening? Okay. They're cleaning their rooms because our friend who's coming is staying in Joshua's room. And I guess I was this kid too, but room cleaning is like tooth pulling in our house. That chicken smells good. All right, y'all. So on Thursday, we're going to do a live stream on Thursday. That's going to be the announced one. Okay. So what would y'all like us to talk about? Anything in particular? Yes. Joni, Joshua is very laid back. Someone said Joshua is so laid back, but I bet he's full of surprises. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, he is. And when his friends are here, you'll see that's when he comes out of his shell.
Who are you talking about?
We're talking about you. What would you guys like us to talk about when we do our live stream? Tips to staying positive. You have tips for staying positive, honey? Not now for our next live stream. It'll be on Thursday, but I haven't set the time yet because I don't know. But you're up late, Brown Girl Reading. I want to try to honor your time as well. We might be traveling that day. Are we traveling that day?
Thursday?
Yeah.
Thursday night, possibly.
Okay, so during the date, well, y'all, it might just be me. We'll have to see because we are talking about going to Galveston.
Wouldn't be on Thursday.
Okay. When would it be?
I would have to. No, we talked about going San Antonio.
Yeah. No, but that would be Tuesday. San Antonio would be Tuesday. Yeah. I'll be posting a video that says when the live stream will be exactly, but it will be this week. But topic, somebody said, oh, you're teaching your first Skype class tomorrow, Brown Girl Reading? 8:30? Okay, well, I won't do it then. No, you mean tomorrow morning? Oh, so you need to go to bed. So my girls, H said, my hair care and more of our relationship. I'm going to wash my hair after I get off of here, y'all. These eyebrows are going to go away. Tips on staying positive. Bye, Dot the Eye. Hopefully you can join us on Thursday. You too. Thank you. Have a blessed day. So I would like to do the videos about our relationships as videos that we can sit down and edit because it'll end up being like this, ridiculously long. It's the 14th of July there. Okay. In France. Travel wish list. Ooh. Somebody sent maybe a travel wish list. Like where we would like to travel? Like a bucket list kind of traveling bucket list? Or what do you mean? I think that was Joni. Yeah. Yeah, we love talking about travel. Anything, any place. We have a definite yes. So our places we want to go, we can do that. Definitely. Random facts about us. This was fun. Have a great rest of the day. You too, Linda L. Thank you. Guys, write your suggestions down in the comment section if you can, once this video is over. Where you would like to move to next. I can already tell you where I'd like to move to next. One guess. Somebody put it in the comment section. Where do you think I'd like to move to next? Meetup in the future. Ah, meetups in the future. Okay, that's a possible topic. Anybody have a guess where I'd like to move to next? I don't want to say it because I want to see if somebody's going to write it. We are going to be in Atlanta in a week. Cali? Y'all think I would like to move to Cali? Eric would love to move to Northern California. You got it. Paris. I don't know if I could do Paris. I don't know a lick of French, and I took it for 4 years. I do know a lick of French, but not enough. I would like to visit Paris. I don't think I'd like to live there. The ATL, I did my time in the ATL. I'm visiting, but I'm not going to move back, Lord willing. It's outside of this country. Somebody already said it. Pam said it. I want to move back to Israel, guys. I would love to go back, specifically to Jerusalem, because I love Jerusalem, but it doesn't have to be. Loads of people do it. You can survive in Paris and only speak English. I just feel like that's wrong, though. I just feel like you shouldn't go to another country and not at least try. You know what I'm saying? Like when we visited Croatia and Hungary, we tried. We tried to get some phrases because I just feel like it communicates such arrogance when you expect other people to speak your language, and especially if that language is English. Then it's like, you're obviously an American because you only know one language, and that's a uniquely American trait, it seems like. And then you're not even trying. So I try to get a few phrases. Y'all, I got pickpocketed in Poland, in Warsaw, trying to get me a few Polish phrases with their 500 long letter words. But I tried. And I got pickpocketed and got back on the bus and went back to the airport. But I tried. Just get a phrase book and try. The French are bad with languages? Really? I would not have expected that. Okay. Okay, the sun must be shifting. I'm serious. I'll have to tell y'all that story sometime. There's the chicken guy. He doesn't know he's back there. Looking at his game. Look at him. He's fussing at the computer, licking the chicken grease off his lips. You like stuck your whole thumb in your mouth. I just happened to have the phone turned, and I was like, "Oh, look, there he is."
No
and then, that was wrong of me, but that was funny. That was funny. Okay. I will definitely consider that. My travels we've done, I'm about to do the same. Yes, you can't really eat chicken wings without like sucking up your whole fingers because they'd be that good. Okay, I'm gonna call this quits now, and I really could keep going because I'd love to talk just that much, but I understand that this is not going to be, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I want to keep talking to y'all though. I'm enjoying it. Thank you for the time and you and your husband put into making these videos. The advice you gave in the relationship video meant a lot. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. That really encourages me. Thank you. They really liked our relationship video, honey.
Good.
Thank you. That's encouraging. And we have to do a video about traveling, about where we've been and where we'd like to go. Come here, bub.
We've got whole vlogs on the travel.
Well, they've seen the vlogs about that, but like us talking about it. Come here. Did y'all like the video where we spoke some Hebrew? Come here. I'm not going to ask you to speak Hebrew. He started running away. Come closer.
Hi.
Good night, Joni. Look at this guy. All we need is the red Kool-Aid. You right. Come. Isn't he cute? You're welcome for the live chat, Stevie. This is my guy.
No,
Do y'all remember?
Really it's been 30 seconds and I haven't said anything.
Say something then, like you are now.
Something like you are now.
Speaking Hebrew was cool. Are there any homeschool resources for that? I don't think so. I don't know of any. That for fluent conversation, there are definitely resources for learning basics like letters and words and stuff. And even what's that program you used to use for Spanish? Rosetta Stone. They have that for Spanish. I mean for Hebrew, and they have Pimsleur for Hebrew, but not homeschool programs. Josh was growing up so fast. Hey, Josh.
Hi.
Doesn't he sound great when he speaks Hebrew? Shalom is all I can remember from Jewish camp. Did you go to Jewish camp? I went to Jewish sleepaway camp. It was run by, I don't know, but it was definitely Jewish camp. Camp Kaufman and Camp Brady. But yes, he has grown up fast, especially if you've been watching me for some years. You guys remember, you guys remember when he was like shorter than me? I remember. I had smaller feet. 4 years this summer. Wow. Oh wait, 4 years in the summer. So that was camp, not watching us. Wow. Yeah, now he's definitely. Why are you squinting like that? You look like you.
I'm squinting?
Like you look like you're giving a side eye, like a mad eye.
Actually,
The prayers on Friday. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. That one. Yes, he is. Can you see it? There it is. Kalani always mocks him because that's her. She's like, you have a mustache, Josh.
You can just barely see it.
It's there. Yes, the Shabbat prayers. You learned those.
Thank you.
That was a good side eye. Let's see it. Do it again. Hey, Josh. But if you've been watching a while, hasn't he changed?
I thought you were ending over there.
I was, and then I got stuck back in. Cause Josh hadn't been around, and I wanted to get him. My firstborn, fruit of my womb. Mothers are weird. We're that way.
Sometimes.
Yes. This is my steady child
Watch
here.
the comment section blow up now.
What? Because I said mothers are weird.
Yes.
Y'all, this is my guy. Yes, with the grape juice and bread. They didn't give y'all wine, huh? It was grape juice. They do grow up so fast. I'm still like, he came out looking exactly like Eric. I was like, it's so unfair. I've been carrying this big old mamma jamma child in my womb, and he looks like his father. Josh with expression when you said that. Hello, California. Hello, Gwendolyn Jordan. What does Josh want to be when he gets older?
I'm not quite sure. I think I want to pursue like physics. I don't know.
What are some ideas you've had?
An engineer or physicist, preferably quantum physicist.
He literally came out smarter than me. I'm not exaggerating.
I don't think so.
You were smart.
There's a difference between smart and knowledgeable.
Right. So you weren't knowledgeable yet, but you were smart. You were a very smart person.
That's why I meant to.
I know it wasn't, but it still worked in my favor. See?
Technically, that means you're smarter.
No, that just meant that I won that particular conversational piece. Really? Your hubby loves quantum physics? Joshua has loved learning about engineering and physics and scientific stuff since he could read, and he could read very early, so we had to keep certain books away from him because it would stress him out. Like, he was reading about black holes and then was trying to determine whether or not there was one, like 3 or 4, and then was trying to determine whether or not there was one near Earth. He was like, Mommy, because I think that there's that black hole that's near Earth. And so he would kind of get stressed out thinking about how they function and whether or not, you know, we were in any danger of getting sucked in. And we were just like, let's just put this book away for a little while.
Just for your information, we're not in any danger of getting sucked into a black hole.
You know what he's doing right now, though, right?
What?
Avoiding his job.
Yes,
No,
but
finished.
I'm letting him talk. There are many different intelligences. You're right, Bronco reading. I knew that it was probably some type of science from the books that he reads. Yes. Yep. He's extremely intelligent. He absorbs knowledge.
Certain
like
knowledge.
a sponge. Yes.
I want to learn it.
Right.
Other things go in one ear, and then a couple minutes later, what did you say again?
Because that's not typical for somebody who's 13 years old. What kind of books do you like to read, Josh?
Mostly like physics textbooks, or what would you call it? I think like a documentary, but in book form.
A documentary, just nonfiction books on certain topics.
Yeah.
What topics?
Chemistry.
Pick some. Chemistry.
Modern history, physics, that sort of thing.
You like to read about inventors and inventions.
Yeah, and some biographies as well.
As far as fiction goes, what kind of fiction do you like?
Sci-fi. That's more or less it.
What series have you been reading? Because you do some fantasy too. What sci-fi series?
This relatively old series called Animorphs. It came out in...
Bronco Reading said I knew he would say sci-fi.
In the Dark Ages.
It did not come out... yes, I have that movie about the... Those black women working for NASA, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You like the Percy Jacksons too, right?
Well, somebody asked him if he'd seen Hidden Figures.
Oh, yeah,
That was a great movie. We chatted about it afterward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, I sobbed. We had to sit, and I had to kind of gather myself at the end of that movie because I was sobbing.
No, I've never watched it. I've never watched Doctor Who.
They do look like twins. Jocelyn
Really?
Klein, y'all look very much alike, except she has glasses. Hidden Figures, the book is much better than the movie, really.
There's a book.
Wow. Yeah, I knew there was a book, but I hadn't read it. Wow. Yeah, it is. So you were saying you like what sci-fi series? You haven't. He doesn't know any Doctor Who because we don't do tons of TV actually. What's your sci-fi series?
Oh yeah, I'm rereading this series called Animorphs. It came out in the, I think, 90s.
So y'all know Animorphs? I didn't know Animorphs until I'd already had kids, but apparently it was around.
Yeah, it was probably a very large thing.
I loved sci-fi when I was young, but I never heard of Animorphs. What else? What hugely popular science fiction series? The books weren't. Well, there's books now for this series that y'all are always reading.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, Star Wars. I remember reading Star Wars.
And they loved Star Wars before it became like a thing, all the new movies. I mean, they were out, but there was this, once the movies, like the episodes, is it 7, 8, and 9 that are out now? Or 7?
7
just came out. Not 7, 8, and 9. So back when like 1, 2, and 3, and then 4, 5, and 6 were out, if you know what I'm talking about, Josh and Kalani loved them back then. And then they started reading books.
We were introduced to them in 2011.
Yeah. So they read a lot of Star Wars.
And then I was really excited while we were leaving Israel. They were saying something about they were going to make a new Star Wars movie. That was a rumor back then. That they were going to make the 7th Star Wars movie.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was like so excited.
I think it was more than a rumor. It was almost done with production by that point.
Yeah. They were
There was
almost
a
done
rumor
with it.
around the children.
Oh, well, there you go.
Children are not... Actually, that's not true.
The word on the street.
The word on the street was.
Mm.
And then what about the fantasy series? Because you definitely have some fantasy series that you've
One
been
fantasy
reading.
series.
No, 3. One author.
Oh, yes. One author.
No. 2 authors.
Isn't Rick Riordan write all of them?
Nope. He didn't write your first fantasy series. What's the first fantasy book? We kind of monitored their reading pretty seriously. I just don't let them read any and everything, and especially when they were younger because they both read so well. We were very cautious about what we let them read. So we didn't really let them start reading fantasy or sci-fi until a certain point. Really fantasy more so when it starts getting into fairies and magic and stuff like that. But what was your first series that I gave you? We gave it to you for your birthday.
Percy Jackson?
Nope.
I have no idea what you're talking
Artemis Fowl.
about. Oh, yeah, that's
Oh my
sci-fi.
goodness, how could you not say Artemis Fowl?
That's sci-fi.
There are fairies and
But they're
leprechauns.
sci-fi.
It's a sci-fi
Fantasy.
/ fantasy series. That was their first, right?
They get cataloged in the same place.
Yeah,
They do?
yeah.
Yep.
So that series you still read and reread and reread.
And then the King Chronicles, and then Percy Jackson, and then I forgot what the second series is called.
Heroes of Olympus. Mm-hmm. All the books, the 2 Rick Riordan, if you know Rick Riordan, he's a young adult author and he writes books for like middle years. And so he's written books on Greek mythology and then Roman mythology. Percy Jackson is great. I love those. So the first series is Greek mythology. That's Percy Jackson and a Lightning Thief series. And then
The second series is Roman mythology, I think.
Mhm.
But since they're so similar, to Greek mythology, it has the characters from the Greek mythology series in it, as well as some new ones.
and that's called Heroes of Olympus. And then my favorite Rick Riordan series, the first one I read is which one?
The King Chronicles.
King
It's
Chronicles.
Egyptian mythology.
Egyptian mythology, and they are my kids.
They're actually set in the same world.
Yes.
They have a couple of crossovers, and in one of the books, it actually mentions seeing one of the events.
The Percy Jackson kids and the Kane Chronicles kids. And the Kane Chronicles books, the kids are biracial. The mom is white and the dad is black. And the kids kind of look that way. And I'm like, biracial kids don't generally come out like that, but okay. But the personalities of the kids are my kids. Joshua is Carter Kane and Kalani is Sadie Kane. It's hilarious.
Except Kalani's not white.
Except Kalani's not white and blonde, but her personality is that girl. Somebody just asked, Bronco Reading asked, do you like reading comics and graphic novels?
Not really, no.
Graphic novels get on your nerves, don't they? Why?
What?
Don't graphic novels frustrate you?
Yeah, because sometimes they, especially if it's like modified from a story, they generally leave out important details, I feel like.
And you didn't like some of the pictures in some of them, I thought. Didn't you say something to Kalani?
Oh yeah, and once you read a graphic novel, it sets a picture in your head for that character. So if you had already had a picture in your head for that character and it conflicts with that, it's kind of confusing to me and irritating.
Messes with your picture already. Bronco Reading says you have to learn to read them. Comics I find fun, but yeah, there's definitely a difference. You were mad. You were saying that the characters looked older. Or was that Kalani saying that? I thought you were saying that the characters looked older in the King Chronicles book, in the King Chronicles graphic novel.
Yeah.
Than they're described in the book.
And they looked like they were 20. Kind of annoying.
And how old are they in the book?
They're like 12 and 14, I think.
Something like that.
13,
Yeah.
15.
Yeah. So this guy, they read pretty much nonstop. What does Kalani like to read? Do y'all read different stuff?
Definitely. I think she likes fantasy.
Y'all read the same fiction.
Oh yeah. No, she likes. We have some shared interests. Like she also likes Star Wars and sci-fi, but she edges more to fantasy series. She has a bunch
My stomach is growling.
like 3 or 4 series she's reading.
Yes.
That are fantasy.
Like, what do you mean specifically? What kind of stuff?
Like
The stuff you don't like.
Fantasy.
Like medieval type.
Yeah.
Dragons and stuff like that.
To me, that kind of. I'm not going to say that because I might.
Say it. Say it.
That sort of stuff is kind of like slow to me. No offense to anyone who likes that sort of thing.
I like fantasy like that, high fantasy.
I can't stand it. It rolls out to me.
Eric, Kalani, and I all like that kind of epic or high fantasy or, stuff with slaying dragons and wizards and fair maidens and blah, blah, blah. Not fairy tales, but I mean like, yes, like you like The Hobbit.
The Hobbit is.
You like Tolkien, don't you?
Yeah. His I can respect. Those are good. But
His I can respect.
Those are like the classics though.
Yeah. But I like even more modern authors. And Kalani, she likes the middle years fiction, stuff like that. The Hobbit is really good. Eric's been reading The Hobbit to us over the last few years. And then what kind of nonfiction does she like? She doesn't like the same nonfiction that you like at all.
We've never actually finished it. He started reading it to us when I was 5.
Don't be like that. Things have happened.
Life happened.
One of the few fantasy things I do enjoy.
If you want to.
Okay, yeah. One of the few fantasy things I do enjoy is.
You gotta come closer to me.
Well, in World of Warcraft, it's. I think everybody knows what that is, but yeah, that's.
It's a game rather than a book.
Yeah.
Like
That's
that.
one of the few things I enjoy.
Yeah. So yes, I don't think Kalani does a whole lot of nonfiction, does she?
Not really, no.
Not that I know of. She does some fiction reading in school for schoolwork, like Little Women or Little Men, Pollyanna, Wizard of Oz, kind of classics, and they both do those for school. But if it's personal choices, they will almost always choose. They would choose Star Wars so much at the library that I started making them, and Minecraft books, like novels, that I made them start getting other stuff. And for them each, it shifted into, for Kalani, it shifted into more fantasy. And Josh is just doing a lot of rereading or doing nonfiction. That's their story. But you have a task to get back to now, so I want to let you get back to it.
Finish the task.
Which was cleaning
Get
your
my
room.
closet clean.
Get your closet clean.
And technically it's clean. Like in a court it would be clean.
Parents of teenagers, this is your reality? I have a very logical kind of person who likes to get caught in technicalities here, this guy.
He said make it, it can't look like everything's just thrown in.
Good night, brown girl reading. Bon nuit? Is that how you say it? Bon nuit? It can't look messy. It needs to be presentable.
He said if you can get it to look like it's not just all thrown in there, he'll let you go.
We'll see. Right. Technically, It feels fuzzy again. I think it's just the angle because you're in front of the window.
You could scoot over. But then you have to use your other hand.
I'm not going to do that. I'll just move this way a little bit. I need to let these folks go. I need to let you go so that Daddy can actually confirm if your room is like it needs to be. I still can't believe he's this big, y'all. Yeah, it's the lighting.
Let me close this.
No. Well, try it and see. He pulled the curtain.
Is that better?
Yeah. Chalet was on here earlier. It was cool.
Same image.
Yeah. Bye, Mimi. Good night. Have a good night. Yeah, the lighting is better. Oh. Alrighty. Parents of teens, I feel you. Mine are grown. Really? You have grown kids? Why didn't I know that you had grown kids? I feel like I should have known that. Okay, yeah, but like I said 20 minutes ago that I was going to wrap this up now, but I just wanted to keep talking because I like talking to y'all so much.
Is that the timer up there?
Don't judge me.
121 minutes and 50 seconds.
I'm getting off. Don't judge me.
2 hours.
You're on the cusp. You have an 11-year-old. Yes, Kalani will be 11 this month. 27 and 26. Wow, my girl's age. Thank you, Gwendolyn. They are beautiful.
Now it's been an hour and 22 minutes and 8 seconds.
I'm getting off.
You said that 20 minutes ago.
And I said it that I was only going to be on for 30 minutes to start out. I had to repent of that statement. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. I'm just like, wow, over 20 people stuck or came in and out and were here throughout. And thank you for the thumbs up, guys. That's so much fun. There will be another live stream coming this week. I plan on doing it Thursday. If we don't do it though, I'll post a video. I don't use the Google Hangouts, so I can't post a reminder on Google Hangouts telling you when the live stream will be. I just use the live stream video link on my YouTube app. So I'll have to make a little short video, like 30-second video, telling you when the live stream will be. But I will do that in the next day or so to tell you when it will be, okay? It'll be this week. Thank you. Blessings to you too. Good night, y'all. Have a good week. I don't have a Facebook Black and Natural in Jerusalem page. I have a Facebook private page, but I kind of keep that private because of some of the stuff I talk about, and all my other family members are part of it. I do have a Facebook Black and Natural in Jerusalem group, actually. I do, but I haven't been that active on it. If y'all want to get on there and chat with me, I will. It's called Black and Natural in Jerusalem. You can just go on there and join it, and maybe I'll start being more interactive on there. If you're like, hey, Tanya, how you doing?
You should start a page for your channel.
Maybe I should. I had one, but it was mainly about hair. But then I hadn't been linking my hair videos to it. I kind of let it go defunct. But I can get more active with it if y'all would like. I could do that. All right.
They would like.
I think they would like. Let's say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hummy. Use your voice.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, had a little nose itch there. I want to start talking again, so I'm not going to do it. Did you just dab on my video?
No, I did not.
You did.
I was
it was a
hair.
dab.
I was scratching my
you
hair.
absolutely dabbed on my video.
I was scratching my hair. I was scratching my hair.
Say goodbye, Kalani. Say goodbye,
Kalani.
Kalani. See, they saw it.
I was scratching my head. Look, like that. See?
No,
Scratching my head.
you went.
No.
Random tapping drives me crazy. That's why he does it. Bye, y'all.